Hey my beautiful Virgo peeps, what's going on everybody? It's Sam from CancerMoonsTarot and I'm coming at you guys with your April 2024 tarot reading. How are you? I hope you guys are doing well. I do want to mention before we go ahead and start, if you're interested in a personal read, check out my website, CancerMoonsTarot.com. It'll be the first link in the description below if you would like to book me there. Anyhow though, Team Virgo, let's see what we got going on here for you. Coming on in throughout April 2024. I was saying this earlier when I did the Capricorn reading. I can't believe how fast, 2024 is already moving. It was literally just January, but I feel like the older you get, the faster time goes by, so is what it is. But let's take a look, man. What's going on here for Virgo, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus throughout April 2024. Beginning here with the overall energy, we have here the Page of Swords. So it could be a card that could represent keeping your eye on something, but not necessarily going for something. I feel like, to me, the Page of Swords is hesitancy, right? At the end of the day, you're hesitant to do something. However, a lot of people that read tarot will usually tend to say that this is a card of stalking or keeping a watchful eye on a person or on a situation. I think, though, this is about wanting something that maybe you don't feel like you have the ability to go for. That's what I'm picking up on here so far. Let's go ahead and take a look and see what your main focus is going to be moving through this month. So what's going to be the main focus coming in here for Virgo throughout April 2024? What do we have? And we have here the High Priestess. So the main focus says, I need to listen to where I'm feeling guided, okay? High Priestess is typically the card of intuition, so this is what your gut feeling is saying. This is where you're being intuitively guided, so you're getting an intuitive nudge here, showing up in April 2024. The thing is, though, is a part of you is doubtful of whether or not you should go towards where you're being called. So should I listen to this intuitive nudge? Should I not? I think there's a hint of doubt here with that Page of Swords. However, though, let's see how you're navigating through this focus. So how is Virgo navigating through the High Priestess this month? How are they navigating through the focus? Hello, we got here an Ace of Swords, which is good. Moving forward from that, what else do we have? We have here the Judgment, and we have here the Seven of Cups. Cool. So this is about saying, okay, as hesitant as I've been, I now see that I'm truly being called somewhere. Ace of Swords is about clarity. It's about clear seeing. So you're basically in a space where it's like, okay, I can clearly see I am being called somewhere new. So I have to give it a chance. Judgment card. Seven of Cups here says, I'm a little bit confused because I think that the reason why there's doubt in the first place is because, like, wherever you're feeling called seems out of the norm for you, okay? And this is what gets a little bit weird about it, because it's like, okay, maybe you're feeling called to a new career field that you've just never had interest in before, so it feels random, it feels out of the blue. Maybe you're feeling called to do something with your personal life that's so out of the blue, and it's like, what the heck, So there's this weirdness, there's this confusion, I think, that's really what's creating the doubt here with the Page of Swords, because whatever you're being called to, once again, it feels pretty out of the norm for Team Virgo. So it's an interesting read here so far. I'm not sure how many of you are connecting with this, but as far as what I can pick up on, you are at a point here in April where there's a new beginning and a new path opening up for you, and it's definitely out of your norm. So this is about creating a new normal. I've done a reading for you in the past. I don't know if it was 2021 or 2020, but I remember something about Virgos and the new normal. So I feel like maybe this is a cycle happening years later again, where it's time to adjust to the new normal, if that makes sense, because you're being called to something brand new. It just, once again, it's not something you have experience with, or it's not something maybe you ever thought that you would be called towards. So that's the little bit of the weird aspect of it. But I think that what you have to realize is, as weird as it may feel, it is something you're 100% being called to. So remove the doubt and go for it. Give something here a chance in April 2024. Let's go ahead and gather some information about what good things are happening and unfolding for you throughout this time period. So what are some good things showing up here for Virgo throughout April 2024? Virgo, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. Let's go ahead here and see. First card coming out, it's going to be the Nine of Pentacles, and we pair that Nine of Pentacles here with the Eight of Pentacles. So leaving behind your comfort zone, Nine of Pentacles is like, this is where I'm confident, this is where I shine, this is where I'm comfy. So leaving the comfort zone is definitely very, very awkward. But the good thing is, and the reason why it's a good thing, is because when you walk out of your comfort zone, you give yourself the ability to grow and the ability to expand. So if you ever want to grow in life, it's going to be about escaping the comfort and jumping into discomfort in general, right? One of my favorite quotes one of my high school teachers told me that has stuck with me for life is, it's great to get comfortable with being uncomfortable, because the more uncomfortable you can be, the more as a person you can grow. So the point is that we want to dive into discomfort so that we can grow as a person and experience new things. Now, what other information do we have here for good things showing up for Virgo? 9 of Wands is coming out, and that's going to be paired here with the 5 of Wands. So fighting to break out of that energy of feeling doubtful, of feeling worried, of feeling like you're in the energy of being hesitant. I mentioned that already with the Page of Swords. Page of Swords being the card of hesitancy. You know, you were worried at first, you were doubtful. This is about you breaking away from your doubts. You know, no longer deciding to just listen to that voice in your head and be submissive to it. It's about deciding to fight that voice inside of your head that says, no, I can't do this, or no, I'm a little hesitant to do this. It's like, no, I'm going to fight for doing something new. I'm going to fight to believe that I can get something done. I'm going to be confident about this. I'm not going to shut myself down or shoo myself away from some sort of new opportunity. So you're fighting up for yourself, you know, especially with that negative side of your mind that might be holding you back, okay? What other good stuff do we see coming in here for Virgo? We got here a 7 of Swords, and we're going to pair that with a 7 of Wands. You're not standing in your way. You're not letting negative thoughts stand in your way, negative people stand in your way. I'm going to be totally open to a brand new experience. So I like it a lot, guys. I feel like if you're watching this, maybe in the past, you weren't totally open to experiences out of the norm or new beginnings or anything of that nomenclature, but it's like coming into this month, it's like, fuck it, why not? You know, I never thought I would get into the fashion industry. I've worked at, you know, Walmart my whole life. Who knows? Maybe you were a manager at Walmart. And by the way, no tea, no shade. Managers at Walmart make hella fucking money. Okay? So no tea, no shade. But maybe you're like, I'm being called to jump into the fucking fashion industry. And I know nothing about fashion, but for some reason, this feels right. Go for it. Don't hold yourself back. Just because you've never been a fashion person before doesn't mean you can't be a good one. So fucking try it. Give it a go. And this is about you guys saying, I'm not going to stand in my own way. So what if I've never done something before? Doesn't mean I can't learn. Abso-friggin-lutely. So Virgo, I think you're at that point where it's like, I'm not going to be the person who puts myself down or shoots myself in the foot when opportunities arise. I'm going to give it a go. And that seems to me like a really, really great thing, because that's going to put you into a position where you find success moving into this month, especially success in where you're feeling called to. Okay. Now, like I mentioned, I don't know what the actual, you know, calling is. It's going to vary from Virgo to Virgo. Some of you could be getting called to a new career field. Others of you, a new person, new groups of friends, a new purpose that you wish to align yourself with. Some of you might have never even been spiritual. Maybe some of you who are watching, you know, were former atheists, and you've gotten to the point where you have found this spiritual awakening and you've been guided here, and maybe you're ready to start teaching, you know, spiritual things in your spiritual journey to other people. Some of you watching could actually even be going through that. So it's beautiful, man. Doing something that's out of the norm and making it your new normal, and not being hesitant anymore and deciding to say, I'm going to go for it. And it turns out, as you go for it, it's pretty damn good. Okay, I like it. All right, let's go ahead and see if there are any challenges arising here in the month of April. So are there any challenges coming towards Virgo throughout April 2024? Are there any challenges coming towards Virgo? We have here a Page of Cups. I do feel like the support of other people could be a bit of a challenge. You know, other people might be judgmental, or they might make comments about what you're deciding to do with your life. And that's because when people see that you're getting out of your comfort zone, sometimes it can make them uncomfortable. So with that being said, they may not be supportive because you're no longer on the same timeline as them. You're doing things that are different. And some people don't like change. Even if it's like other people are changing their own lives and it has nothing to do with them, they'll still be uncomfortable with the change. It happens. You know, I've seen that before in my life, and I've seen it in the lives of others. So Virgos, you might have some of that, which can be a challenge. You know, maybe you have a parent who's like, why the hell would you leave your job? You were so stable there. Why are you starting over in your career? And it's like, listen, it's my life, mom and dad, not yours. You could have like a romantic partner who might not be supportive of like you changing your beliefs. Maybe you were a person who used to be, like I said, an atheist before, and now you're a spiritualist. And maybe you have a partner who's like, I don't support that. Well, guess what? I support that because I support myself. So the point here is the challenge may be that people are uncomfortable that you're changing, and it can happen. It's a real thing. But at the end of the day, it's not about them. It's about you. And you don't have to worry about what they think and what they say. And if people don't want to support you unconditionally, were they ever really supporting you in the first place, right? Because unconditional love and unconditional support is so fucking important when it comes to the people in our lives who really matter. If people are only loving us based upon terms and conditions, then they ain't the right kind of peeps for us. You know, just word to the wise. So that could be a challenge, but I also think in a way it'll be eye-opening for you and who really is ride or die for you, who really supports you versus who doesn't. So in a way, that's a good eye-opening experience, even if it's a bit of a challenge, okay? Moving along here forward, is there anything Virgo may need to possibly avoid here or should avoid throughout the month of April? Is there anything they need to be aware about to avoid during this time frame? Virgo, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. Let's go ahead and take a look. First card coming out is going to be the Hangman. Looking at the following, we have here the Six of Wands. Try to do your very best to not delay your success. And what I mean by this, guys, is try not to get stuck inside your head, stuck inside the opinions of other people, right? At this time, guys, you already were battling with self-doubt with the Page of Swords. However, though, you're going to become awakened to the fact that where you're being called to is righteous for you. It's the right path for you. So just try not to get caught up inside your own head. Try not to get caught up in what other people have to say or what other people want you to do. Stay focused on the calling, okay? I feel like it's very important to mention that because if you do, you're moving in a successful direction. But if you allow a distraction to come in, then it's going to delay what's happening for you. So really try to stay as locked in as possible on where you're feeling called towards. Don't let anything come in or anyone come in and distract you. What else should Virgo here avoid in the month of April? We have here the Four of Wands, and we have here the Six of Cups. Yeah, I think that this is repeating the same messages as I was already saying to you. I mean, Four of Wands is like an environment you're close to. Six of Cups is an environment that you have history with. So, like I said, it's going to make people uncomfortable that you're changing, and they may try to keep you the same. Don't let them. It's okay that you're not going to be the same person. It's okay that you don't have the same life as you did yesterday. It's okay that you're not doing the same kinds of things. And if they can't get behind that, then maybe they're not really for you. So avoid getting trapped by people who want to keep you trapped, unfortunately. Okay? Anything else that I haven't mentioned yet that Virgo may want to avoid throughout the month here of April 2024? Anything different that I haven't stated yet? We have here the Ace of Wands, and we have here the Ten of Cups. I feel like in terms of avoiding things, when it comes to your new beginning, try not to rush through it, okay? What I mean by this is don't be afraid to take your time in whatever new beginning you're being called to. So maybe some of you are feeling called to start a business. You know, it doesn't have to be successful overnight. It doesn't have to be the biggest business in the world, but work on it one day and one step at a time and enjoy the process. Because unfortunately, sometimes we can get very excited when something new comes in, but we can get to the point where we pour out all of our fulfillment in this brand new thing. And then inevitably it starts to feel stale because we're putting a little bit too much into it and not having that healthy balance of giving your energy right, to other things in life that need your energy as well. Now, this is a very interesting message, and I'm reading it intuitively, by the way, because these cards do not mean what I'm saying at all, so I'm picking up on what I'm feeling intuitively, but be careful of pouring your all into something too quickly. It doesn't mean don't give something your all, but take your time with whatever this is you're connecting with. If it's a new career, explore it, but don't explore the whole thing in one day. Get to know this career, get to know the ins and outs of the business as time goes on and as time progresses, because you don't want to burn yourself out, or it's almost like spoiling a movie, right? Like, why know the ending before you hit the play button and start it, right? So you want to really go with the flow in this journey and not try to push yourself too far too fast, okay? If it's a new relationship, you know, you don't want to get to know every single thing about this person and then it's like, oh, okay, well, now I'm kind of bored of them. No, discover new things about this new person every day, right? So I think right now what the universe is trying to say is take your time with the new beginning. There's no need to rush. There's no need to know everything. This is a time where you should go with the flow, be explorative, and enjoy yourself, because I do once again want to note, whatever you're getting into, you're going to enjoy already. So take your time and enjoy the ride, okay? As I feel the best message I want to give you. So far, everybody, what we're seeing here coming up into April is you guys realizing, okay, I didn't think that this path was for me, but it is. And you know, you're getting into something new and it's different, and not everybody's going to be supportive of you, but it kind of is what it is. And it's a time where you have to fight the negative thoughts that are trying to hold you back and completely submerge yourself in where you're feeling called to. Okay? Cool. All right, let's hop on into some other areas of life. Let's take a look here into your career, Virgo, and see what's going on there. So what do we have showing up here for Virgos regarding their career in April 2024? What's coming up here via their career? First card, or first two cards coming out, we got here a Four of Pentacles and we got here a Two of Cups. Interestingly enough, I feel like if you have been a person who has put in so much work, who has really held on to their career after many, many years, you're going to start to notice that there is growth coming towards you. I feel like this is about being rewarded for the hard work you've put in. This can be a statement meaning, this can basically mean, Virgo, that you're getting promoted or you're getting some sort of new position or some raise. You're getting basically what you deserve for the hard work you've put into your career. So I feel like with the Two of Cups showing up over here, this is representing rewards, okay? So I feel like you're being rewarded here career-wise for the work that you've done. You know, if you have your own business, the reward could be you are attaining more business. You're getting your business's brand and name more out there. If you work under an employer, maybe you're starting to get promoted, right? So this is a time where I feel like career is expanding for you due to the nature of how invested you've been, because I feel like this is about a career you've been pretty invested in for a while, so you're starting to see things unfold for you, which is great. King of Cups in regards to career says you are happy with the way things are going. You feel comfortable. Okay, let's get one more card about career. And we have here the Two of Pentacles. Things are starting to finally move for you. The gears are moving. So when it comes to career for Virgo, you are going to start to see things pick up, okay? And this is good because I feel like for you, you might have felt like career was getting stagnant or stale. So it's nice to feel rewarded and it's nice to feel like things are finally picking up. Now, if you're a Virgo and you just started a job yesterday or you just started a job recently, this message probably won't resonate to you, but I want to say this will resonate to the Virgos that have been doing something for a while now. And especially if you've been working towards a certain position or if you've been working towards building a business to a certain kind of, you know, popularity or to a certain kind of rapport, whatever the case may be, you're going to see that stuff finally unfold for you. And that's going to be really, really beautiful. So you're getting your just due is what I feel here. You know, it's nice to know that not everything was going to be plateau forever. It's time to start peaking again when it comes towards career. Now, looking at your finances directly, let's see what we got going on here for Virgos financially throughout the month of April. Is there anything coming up here with their finances that they need to be made aware about? First and foremost, Seven of Pentacles. Ooh, baby, time to grow your money. I think April is going to present opportunities to grow your money. This could be people who are going to talk to you maybe about certain kinds of stocks or certain kinds of things to invest your money into. Now, I want to get a feel for whether or not this is good or maybe not so good. So tell me about the Seven of Pentacles. And we have here the Lovers. Okay. One thing I want to mention, just because somebody is incredibly passionate about what they are passionate about doesn't mean that you have to be just as passionate. Now, what do I mean by this? I can't tell you guys how many times I've had friends, like especially with the crypto shit, when it first kind of dropped and came out, I had so many friends that were so passionate about it, right? And they were like, yo, dump your money in this, dump your money in that. You're going to make so much fucking money, okay? So much money. And guess what? Didn't make so much money. Now, they might have been passionate as fuck about it and like all the power to them. But at the end of the day, never take financial advice from a friend. All right? Take financial advice from a financial advisor. Don't even take financial advice from me. Okay? 'Cause I'm not a finance guy. That's not me. Okay? I am not the finance guy. So with that being said, reach out to a financial advisor. Okay? If people you love are like, Virgo, do this with your money, do that with your money, invest here, invest there, maybe really seek a professional before you take the opinions of others. And like I said, just because somebody has a big passion, it doesn't have to be your passion either. So don't get roped into stuff like this, especially right now with Mercury going retrograde. You don't want to make any sort of impulse decisions, especially around money too. You don't want to make any sort of impulse decisions. So just really watch out for that. Talk to a financial advisor if you're wondering how to grow your money and what would be best for you. But talk to the professionals, not the friends, not the family, you know, not the dude down the street telling you to pump Dogecoin. Okay? Don't do it. It's not worth it. Okay? All right. Moving along here forward. I do feel though, however, though, Seven of Pence is good because I think that ultimately this is representing that you've made a nice little nest of money. All right. So I feel like a lot of Virgos that are watching are comfortable, but maybe you've been comfortable with your money and it's like, what the hell do I do with it? Right. I think that if there's anything I could tell you to maybe do is like, if you don't have a Roth IRA, get a Roth IRA. All that is a retirement account. Put your money in the retirement account. There's different stocks you can invest in that retirement account. You know, you could speak to a financial advisor on what investments to make. But other than that, if you have extra money to spare, put it in your own personal retirement. Even if you have a 401k. Now you have 2 retirement accounts, right? So something to think about. Moving along here forward, though, for your finances, we have here the World card. We have here the Knight of Swords. Some of you are thinking about closing on a very big financial decision. Now, this looks like a home. So it could be a home, it could be an apartment, it could be a purchase of a car. Knight of Swords here says, though, you may feel pressured to close quickly, to make choices quickly. Mercury's in retrograde right now, so it's going to seem like if you do not do this as fast as possible, you're going to lose whatever this is. That is not the case. Take your time, be incredibly, be at your own pace when it comes to making financial purchases or decisions this month. Also, really think your financial purchases and decisions through thoroughly, okay? Think twice before you make a purchase. If you are doing anything with a binding contract, reread that contract as much as possible before any signatures and purchases are made, specifically in the area of getting homes, getting a car, anything of that nature, getting a lease in an apartment, whatever. Really, really, really read closely what you may be getting into. Read the fine print, okay? So what I'm seeing here for finances, it looks like great. When it comes to money, I don't think you guys are worrying too much. You have a good amount of money here. Just be careful of people trying to sway you or persuade you with putting your money into anything. So watch out for that. Try not to make impulse decisions there. Don't make any impulse decisions in general when it comes to spending your money. Be incredibly careful if you're making a big purchase to read the fine print. Make sure it's what you actually want. Make sure it's what is adding value in your life. Just really think things through and you're going to be okay. All right, guys. All right, moving along here forward, Virgo. Let's get into your love reading and your love portion here today. So we're going to start out here with the single Virgos and see what's going on. What do we got here for single Virgos in love? Coming on out throughout April 2024. What's going on here for the Virgo singles? Let's go ahead here and take a look. First card coming out. 10 of Cups. Hello, hello, hello. Pairing with that 10 of Cups, we have here the Star. Looking at the last card we have here, the Knight of Cups. Virgo. I think you found somebody you really vibe with, man. If you're single, you might not be so single for a long time. I think you're really vibing with the person you're dealing with here. You feel hella connected to them with the Star card. Knight of Cups here says you're flirtatious with them. You're interested in making this something other than just a situationship. Chances are you've been talking to this person for a while, so you're probably in a situationship. It just hasn't become a certified relationship. I actually think for single Virgos, with the Star showing up here, the Knight of Cups showing up here, you're probably going to make a situationship a relationship. So single Virgos, you're not going to be so single anymore. Coming into April is what it feels like to me. King of Swords, you both are pretty serious about each other is what it looks like. 10 of Cups, there's a lot of vibes here. We like each other. So single Virgos, if you're single and maybe you're not talking to somebody, this probably won't be your story. But if you are single and you've been talking to somebody for a while, I think it's moving to a certified relationship. So I do feel like you and somebody are getting ready to take that next step. How wonderful. I love it. Congrats. Hopping on into the coupled Virgos. What's going on with you? What do we got here for Virgo couples? Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, moving throughout April 2024. Taking a look here at the first card out, we have here the Justice. Looking at the following, we have a King of Wands, and lastly, we have here a Queen of Wands as well. Passion seems to be firing up in Virgo's lives, okay? Definitely a very passionate, intense time. I think that right now with the Judgment card showing up, or sorry, the Justice card showing up, Justice says balance needs to be restored. So if you feel like the spark has gone out with you and your person, maybe you've been with somebody for a couple years, a year or two, 3 years, 4 years, 5, whatever the case may be, in times being in relationships, the relationship can plateau a little bit when it comes to intimacy. It can plateau a little bit when it comes to passion, flirtation. Sometimes you just get really comfortable with your person. It doesn't mean that you don't love them. They're still your best friend. You still love them. But sometimes it's like that passion, right? Just goes away a little bit. And I feel like the spark is being relit, okay, Virgo? So you and your person are out here going out on more dates, having a lot of, fun times together. I'm not going to get deep into whatever those fun times may be, but they may be getting deep into you. Okay, I gotta stop. Moving forward, though, I'm unhinged for that comment, Virgo. Moving forward, though, it definitely feels like a super passionate time, reigniting the flame, reigniting the spark, and really getting to enjoy the time with your person again. So it seems to me like that spark is getting relit, and it's going to feel really, really powerful and passionate between the two of you. So it's nice. Relationships, there could be plateaus, but then inevitably, like when you really love your person, there are peaks again. It just takes time. No relationship is always going to be super passionate, loving, and intense forever. You kind of go through phases when it comes towards the person you love. So I do see that starting to get back up again, you and your person being in a really good space, hanging out with each other, going out on more dates, like spending more time with each other too. Like sometimes in a relationship, you get caught up with life, your partner gets caught up with life, but then just having more of the free time to like spend it and enjoy each other's company, it's really, really beautiful. So it feels good here, honestly, for the Virgo couples. I love it, okay? All right, guys, let's go ahead and hop on into the outcome and see what's up. What's going to be the overall outcome here for Team Virgo, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, throughout April 2024. What is the overall outcome here for you beautiful peeps? And we have here the King of Pentacles. I like it. Yeah, man, you know how I told you in the beginning of the reading, it's like, best thing to do this month is get comfortable with being uncomfortable, like you're being called to something new. So it's going to be different this month. You have a new calling here, but as uncomfortable as it's going to be at first, it's going to be your new normal. It's going to be your new comfort here with the King of Pentacles. So you're going to adjust to your new changes in life and your new beginning in your life, and it's going to be a good adjustment for you. I think it turns out for the better, okay? So Virgos, I like it, man. I don't know directly where you're heading, but you're heading somewhere good is what it seems to me, and you will find abundance there, you will find comfort there, and you will enjoy where you've decided to move energetically, physically, etc. So Virgos, I think you guys had a really awesome reading here. Thank you guys so much for watching. I really appreciate you. Of course, if you did enjoy this video, hit that like button. If you're new, consider subscribing. I'd be happy to have you and welcome you here into the Soul family. But guys, thank you so much for tuning in. Have a wonderful and amazing April, guys, and feel free to head on back for the next video, okay? Take care, Virgo. Much love, and have yourselves a good one. Peace.